everybody, it's Lady Shatana, and welcome back to another one of my Getting Started with Minecolonies videos. Today, me and my buzzy little friends are here to talk to you about the Hive style. This is a very cool style, definitely not for beginners, as it's very specific in how things go together, so it would definitely be better if you had some experience with Minecolonies before you gave this one a try. This is a style that was originally created by the amazing Aravan, who is one of the best people ever. She created it in a very short period of time. I think it only took her about 2 weeks, and it was for one of the special servers that Patreons do have, and it was a Sky Colonies server. And I was given her blessing to look after and revamp the style a little while back. It is in the Style Colonies companion mod to Minecolonies, and I was assisted in that endeavor by Jinotad, another amazing player that we do have, who had been playing with the style and so had some unique insights in helping me make sure that everything got updated. And just recently have done some more updates to the style, adding some bits and pieces and revamping things a little bit. So you definitely want to be in the most recent version of Style Colonies, which will have all the new bits that you're going to see in this series. But yeah, so we are going to be using today the Minecolonies Simple Life mod pack, which is my personal pack. It has a couple of very cool mods which make very cool world generation like this. This is, I believe, done by the Terralith mod as well as the River Redo mod, which makes these amazing river caves, which are so awesome and actually happen to be the perfect thing for Hive. So let's get going. So you should be familiar with the basics of Minecolonies at this point. You have yourself a supply camp or a supply ship that you create in order to start your colony. Now these two will have some very different methods of starting your colony. If you wanted to just start and do your complete own thing without any real guides to get yourself going with the colony, you'll probably want to go with the ship. And the ship here, it's just a little tiny little really adorable hive camp, and it has all the comforts of home here, but it doesn't include any sort of starter parts to a colony. So if you want to completely start on your own, you're going to go with that one. We, however, are going to go with the supply camp. And so again, you're going to just make sure that you have that hive selected, and you're going to place the camp. As you can see, this one is much larger, and it is going to include some areas for yourself and some areas to actually get the colony started. So having an open space like this right near where you're going to put your colony is generally a really good idea, so that you can come out and preview parts out in the open and get a really good idea of how everything looks, similar to some of the other styles that I have done guides for, where it's really good to be able to take a look like this. Now, we're not actually going to put the camp out here. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to build our way through this area here and down into this river, which just continues this direction. If we take a look in our journey map, you can actually see that it goes all the way down here. So we're going to work our way down this way. So I've got some ideas of how I want things to go, but we are going to start by putting our camp kind of over here somewhere. And let's see here, we want just kind of over here, somewhere, yeah, just kind of like somewhere over here. As you see, you've got some doors that are going to start, and what you're going to end up doing is you're going to build yourself probably a temporary door or ramp down to the water until you get something a bit more permanent built. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that in there and get ourselves started. So once you go into the camp, there's going to be, as there is with any style that I make, direction signs, which are going to help you make sure that things are in the right place. So as it says here, you're going to have your town hall block is going to go here, and it says the upstairs is for you, and the ladders are going to lead down to where the new gatehouse is going to be. So the gatehouse is a new hut that is in Minecolonies, and it's pretty neat. It is the beginnings of what is going to be, my understanding, the sort of the trading system that is going to be able to be done between colonies, and it's actually now where your visitors are going to arrive into the colony. And if you're able to teleport between yourself and an allied colony, that's where you're going to come in. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening with the gatehouse with that. But anyway, as with any time you put down a supply camp or a supply ship, you want to make sure that you completely explore the whole thing, because there's always goodies. Over here we've got some food and we've got some charcoal, some little comforts there, and all of these different racks that have all of these different wonderful things to help you get started. Obviously, this is one of the larger supply camps that there are in the mod, and it's simply because this is such a complex style that giving you this little head start is it's something that we thought we would do. Again, there's some little signs here. This area is for your personal use. You can build things up here and make it actually part of the colony. I personally would keep this center part for myself, where all my personal storage and everything goes, but in these little areas, so this is a cell, so I will be referring to sort of the cells of the colony as I go further on this, but the guard tower would fit in this area, or a builder's hut. And of course, a builder's hut is something that you need to be able to do really anything else. So we will come back to this area in a moment. But what you're looking for is this rack right here where the guidebooks are. Of course, it's going to have your town hall block and your build tool block, which you cannot do anything else without, and it's going to have 2 books in here. Now these are ones you're going to want to take the time to read. The Queen's Decree is actually the original guidebook written by Aravan to help you get going, and it's got some really interesting, really great information about the style, so make sure that you read that. And the beginner guide is the newer booklet that myself and Jinotad put together, which is going to give you a bit more information, like the kinds of supplies that you're going to want to do your full colony, and some other information. So make sure that you do read those and refer back to them as you get going. Okay, so now that we have our builder's wand and our town hut block, we can get started. So once again, with the way that I do all of my signage in anything that I put my hands on, the block that the sign is on, you can see right here. When you right click with the builder's wand on that block, that's going to help make sure that the hut block that you have in your inventory goes into the right spot. So we're of course choosing the fundamentals and the town hall, and I can tell you right now we need to move this around. So what you're going to be looking for is the doorways to be lined up, If you move things around here, you can see how this lines up right there. You can also tell by the lining up of this, the stair panel or the stair column right there. So you can see how that's all lined up. Now, normally you would make sure that you preview at level 5. You always want to preview every building at level 5 so you know for sure what you're getting once everything is built up to where it's going to be. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep this down at level 1. Now normally you would be getting, it would just place the hut block and then you would be getting your builder to build it. We're going to cheat a little bit just so that you can see how everything's going to end up. We're going to drop the level 1 hut in here as constructed. So we're cheating a little bit. Normally just that hut block would go in there. Now, once of course that hut block is down, you're going to read this and you're going to found your colony. And one thing that I always like to do is once the things start going, you get that message there, I wait for my first citizen to spawn, and then I'm actually going to turn this new citizen spawning off. And the reason for that is so that you only have that first citizen to worry about. They're going to be the builder getting that first couple of things going. If you let all 4 of the first citizens spawn, the other ones are going to wander around and complain that they don't have food and they don't have jobs and they don't have homes. So I like to turn it off just so I only have that first guy to worry about. Okay, so we have our supply ship down. We have our colony founded. You can see in the map we now have this amount of space to get started with. And you can do whatever you want at this point. You can start building off of any of these doors in any direction that you like. But what I suggest is coming upstairs and coming to one of these cells and putting in your first builder's hut. So you're obviously going to create the builder's hut and have it in your inventory. And as always, the JEI, oops, if I can spell, the JEI mod is your best friend because you're going to be able to find out how the recipe looks for anything. So obviously our planks, the door, and the build tool, and making sure that's in our inventory. I'm then going to put in the fundamentals. I'm going to put down the builder's hut. Now the builder's hut is going to line up with these doors, is the best way to line everything up. It doesn't go in that space, it's one out. And we're going to preview at level 5 because we always preview everything at level 5. Now keep in mind we are currently on what I would call the second floor of the supply camp, and I'm going to be building this hut which is 2 levels tall. I'm going to be building it up into the ceiling. Now one thing that you're going to want to do all the time is always run outside while you're previewing and take a look and make sure that you're not poking out of the mountain by accident or accidentally overlapping another hut or anything like that. Now in this case, the way that the hive has been designed is so that all of the corners are actually done with something we call placeholder blocks, and they are special blocks that we designers use so that it says ignore whatever is in this space, don't build over this space, just build what specific items we tell you to. And we use those so that we can have these really cool interlocking kind of designs. So these areas are actually full of these placeholder blocks, which will let you do what we're doing right here. Now, as you can see as well, when we take a look at all of this, is that we have these walls that are overlapping. It is extremely important that the walls always overlap in the hive. because if you don't, things are not going to fit together the way they should. Now, the problem with this is that the builder is going to tear down existing walls and replace them with whatever the new walls are. And this can be problematic sometimes, but you're not losing materials. They are keeping the materials that they take out, and eventually, once you have everything up to the higher levels, it's all going to kind of balance itself out. So we know that this is lined up. You can go up and yourself open this up a little bit so you can see how it's going to look upstairs. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to drop this back down to level 1, and we're going to pretend that we already had this built by the builder. So as we did not change any of the settings in our town hall, right now it will automatically hire the new person. And let's see if we just give it a moment there. It should automatically hire. There we go. And if it doesn't, just go into manage workers and hire your builder. So normally at this point you would go through here and you would have the builder build this level 1 builder hut, and then have them go and build that level 1 town hall. So there you go, you got your town hall in place, you have your builder's hut in place. Now I would the direction that you go really depends on where you're building and what kind of hive you're going to be kind of going towards. In this particular case, I'm going to build my way further down this river, so I'm going to go and put a tavern in this spot. The tavern, of course, is a very handy kind of hut because it will give you housing for your first 4 citizens, as well as bring in visitors that you can hire that can sometimes have much better stats, and bring some new friends in for Zola here, who would be doing a really great job if we were giving her the opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place the tavern over here. So going into fundamentals, again, making sure we have that tavern hut block in our inventory before we get going. Now, as you can see, we're going to bring that up to the level 3. If we're taking a look at this side, we're not seeing any doors, so we're going to flip this and move it around until we can find where the doors are. Now, the tavern is a pretty large item. I believe it's a 5-cell large hut. So it actually has 2 doors on each end. I do happen to know this, and this is where running outside and pulling up the preview of the next hut, so you can get a really good idea of how large it is, if it's you see if it's 1 level or 2 levels tall, and give yourself some ideas of where you're going to fit this into your colony. Now, you do need to think sideways as well as vertically. So we know that we don't have side doors here, and it's just because of the shape of everything. So we kind of want to be able to build some things maybe on the side over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up this door. And by doing that, that's going to give us an open door on that side, which is going to let us build down the side over there. So we're going to bring this in, and so it's really important that you get these floors lined up, get the doors lined up, and you are overlapping by 1 block. And as you can see, we've got that overlap on all of these walls, and that is what you need to have with Hive. So important that everything overlaps. And of course, we're going to be then building at level 1. So you can see we have these acacia wood in place right now. The builder is going to pull those out and replace them with the cobblestone that we can see in the preview. But again, they're not losing those materials. They are going to hold on to them, and they later on, as you upgrade things, they will get put back. So it's just unfortunately sort of the nature of the beast when you have interconnected styles, that your new build is going to sort of override your old build, but it is only the walls, and eventually, you know, you will have everything back to where it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pretend that we had the builder build that. And normally when you're building, we're not going to be dropping stuff all over the place. The builder will have taken those out. So as you can see, we now do have this door on this side, so we will be able to build something off to the side here. And we have that housing for those first 4 citizens, and we will start seeing those visitors show up. So that is the very, very basics of getting those first few things done. And from here, you're going to want to take a look at your terrain, where you're building, and decide which which way you want to go, and really take a good look at, you know, like how much space do you have above you? Do you want to maybe go down below? Do you want to mix this with other styles? You know, maybe building this out so that out here on the you know, on the exterior, maybe building something like the the Lost Mesa or the Inca or something like that, and building some of that outside here and combining that with this part here. So again, as I'm always suggesting that you combine with other styles, which is always a really great thing to do in my opinion. But we're going to leave it off here. So this is the very, very basics on getting started, and I will do some more videos with some more kind of advanced ideas and where you're going to go from here, and some of the other kind of specific huts and utility huts, infrastructure that I've got in place that is going to help you go further with this hive colony. So with that, I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and that we see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.